Hello. Welcome to the next episode of our Dirty Dozens. We are now in inning number 5.
Yeah, we're reaching the halfway point. You gonna sing "God Bless America"?
That's the 7th inning? No, that's the
Seventh
7th inning stretch.
inning is "America the Beautiful" or something. Which was one of them's the All Star game last night was fun to watch. The entertainment, I did enjoy that.
Yeah, the entertainment.
Entertainment was, the Philly fans, on the other hand, who anyway, that's neither here nor there.
We love you, Philly fans. You're great. You're awesome. You applaud everybody that comes up to bat.
You guys are wonderful.
Yes.
In case you don't know, this is the Dirty Dozens. We are doing the top 108 baseball players of all time. I'm Cincinnati Dennis, and my host over here up above me, you see him right up there, is.
Jim Trovo, the baseball nerd.
And we are going to tell you about the 108 greatest baseball players. We've already gone from 108 all the way to 61. So we're a little right around the halfway point right now. In fact, we'll get through the halfway point as we do the 5th inning right here. You get the 100 greatest baseball players, a dozen at a time, 9 innings, because baseball is 9 innings long. And we are in the 5th. And we're starting out with card number 60.
All right. This guy, we had Mr. Padre earlier. Now we have Mr. Cub. Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, let's play 2.
I'm ready. And he said that in his Hall of Fame speech. I like that he wrapped it up with. Ernie Banks, do you realize that he was the MVP twice in a row? Was it 58 and 59 or 57, 58? He was the MVP 2 years in a row as a shortstop.
Yeah.
And once they switched him from shortstop to first base, where he played more games than he did shortstop, he never played another game of shortstop after he played first base. Never went back and played shortstop again. I was stunned. I was stunned looking at that statistic on Ernie Banks. And one of the biggest things, whenever they show a Cubs game, one of the biggest things they show is that 500th home run by Ernie Banks.
Yeah.
Big moment.
Yeah, I still always view him as a shortstop because that's the majority of his young career is in his prime, right?
When I was growing up, he was kind of past his prime a bit. And I remember him as the Cubs first baseman for years.
Yeah.
I watched him play in Crosley Field. I even got to see him play one time in Wrigley Field with my cousin up there, and he was the first baseman. So I always associate him as first base because I got to actually see him play at that position. Tremendous ball player.
4 seasons in a row as a shortstop with 40-plus home runs.
Which I don't think has been done except by A-Rod.
In a row?
If A-Rod did that, yeah.
Well, if A-Rod made this list, maybe we'll see.
We'll find out. That's right. But Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub, comes into the countdown at number 60 on the countdown. You ready to go to 59?
I am.
59 is going to bring a lot of ire from a lot of people. They're going to be very upset about 59 being Roberto Clemente. They're going to say, why isn't this guy in the top 10? And we're going to tell you why we don't.
Maybe not top 10, maybe top 20.
But he's not, according to the way we look at the game. He just doesn't show me a whole lot on great humanitarian, great baseball player, won 2 World Series, won an MVP,
4 batting titles.
4 batting titles,
average WAR of 6.3.
6.3 WAR.
Many Gold Gloves.
And you know, the guy led the league in errors twice, I believe.
3 times.
3 times in errors.
Actually, excuse me, 5 times.
Nobody talks about
6 times.
It keeps going.
It keeps going. Yeah. Well, his defense profile is huge, but here's the thing with Clemente.
And he wins Gold Glove, leading the league in errors.
Yeah, but
because what is the Gold Glove selected on back in the 1960s?
Assists.
And not just that; it's on reputation.
Yeah.
And Roberto's the guy.
But the guy from 58 to 61, he had averaged over 20 assists a year, which is just super good.
And okay. Let's all you guys out there that love Clemente, and he was one of my favorite players as a kid. But all you guys that are out there and you're going to hate on us for this, but let me explain something why the guy leads the league in assists. He leads the league in assists and gets 20 assists every year because people are running on him. Why are they running on him? Because they know he's going to go for the big play. And his assists are almost the same as his errors. They're almost the same. He overthrows, he underthrows, he throws to the left. When he throws it on the money, it's a big deal. Great, great ball player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing Clemente, but what I'm saying is you get 2 balls a game hit to right field. Defense in right field, I'm not a big fan of being overwhelmed by that.
Yeah, me too. And that's one thing that people don't realize. And when you start talking to them about solid numbers, and you're like, well, he's the greatest fielding right fielder and everything. You're like, okay, he gets 2 outs average per game, guys. 2.
Yeah, and they're fly balls. He gets 2 fly balls a game,
Okay.
maybe 3 if you got a lot of lefties.
Here's the thing, though: if the fly ball's hit to him, he's gonna get it, because if you look at his total zone, he is way above league average. Not just for his peak, but for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to get to it. And then he's going to throw it into the bleachers, or he's going to throw it on the money. There's no in between, but Clemente's the guy that never hit the cutoff man. That's the thing about Clemente.
Yeah.
He's not a conservative ball player, but that was what made him special. The guy won 4 batting titles?
Yep.
4 batting titles. My first baseball glove that I ever had that we went to the sporting goods store, my dad and I, was a Roberto Clemente baseball glove. I'll never forget it. The guy was one of my heroes as a young kid. But as I go later on and I look at these numbers and I think he's a right fielder, he has 2 balls, maybe 3 balls hit to him a game. We're done. Yep. We're done. But anyway,
so let the haters hate.
They're going to hate and they're going to complain, and you guys are welcome to do that. We don't call you names, don't call us names, but you're more than welcome to leave comments. If you're going to leave comments, why don't you subscribe to our channel just so you can complain about us? And we'll be happy to. And you know what? If you subscribe to our channel and we get to look at it and see it, we're going to mention you on a podcast. We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll be like, hey, that dude hates us.
Hey, certain somebody number 22 says we're stupid because we don't think Clemente's better than what he is. And we're okay with that. We're not here to settle arguments. We're here to create conversation. Clemente comes in at number 59. Let's see who number 58 is. Oh, here we go. Yankee boy.
I think this guy's a little bit low, but I can accept where he is. We have Mr. Lawrence Yogi Berra at number 58.
58.
Yes.
Yogi Berra.
3-time MVP. Never led the league in any category in anything.
Oh, he led the league in one thing: 10 World Series rings.
Yeah.
The greatest winner of all time as far as championships go in baseball. Nobody else has 10.
And he would have been an all-time Yankee until he decided in 1965 to play 4 games for the Mets.
4 games. I didn't even put it on the card. It doesn't even count. Yogi is a Yankee, and Yogi Berra is the all-time Yankees catcher.
He was the core of that 50s and 60s team.
You know that nobody really talks about it too much, but the 1960 World Series, Mazeroski hits the home run and wins it. In the top of the 9th inning, Yogi Berra hit the home run to tie it.
And you can also see him. He's the one that watches the home run sail over the fence when they lose.
And he is the one. Yogi's the one that tagged Jackie Robinson out safe at home plate on the steal of home.
So Yogi Berra also, we said he won 3 MVPs. He also had 4 top 4 finishes as MVP.
And the guy never led the league in anything except winning. He's a winner.
Yeah. Yogi Berra is the winner.
Right. Caught Don Larson's perfect game in the World Series and almost killed him by tackling him on the mound.
I think Berra's a little low, but I can settle for it. I think he's at a decent spot.
You remember when you did your top 10 catchers of all time?
Yeah, I do.
And Justin and I were over at your house that day, and I actually said, this is the greatest catcher of all time.
You put Berra at number 1. I put somebody else at number 1. You remember who Justin put at number 1?
No, I don't, and I don't really want to.
Well, on YouTube, people give me crap for this all the time, and they're like,
"Who did you put?"
He put Jim Sundberg at number 1.
Okay, well, yeah, he also hit Babe Ruth playing shortstop.
People on
so
YouTube are calling us clowns, and I'm like, it's not us two. It's this guy over here.
he is a clown sometimes.
He's clowning us. He's trolling everybody. He's putting Jim Sundberg at number 1. All right, so yeah, that's our number 58, Yogi
And I'll tell
Berra.
you, Yogi's fun. It ain't over till it's over. Going to number 57.
Ooh, we have a couple pitchers coming up for the next couple, which I like a lot.
Here we go.
So
number 57.
The first pitcher that we're going to talk about is Mordecai Brown.
Called him Three Finger. Got stuck in a lawnmower as a young kid.
I think it was like a trail. It wasn't a lawnmower. It was like a
hay baler or something like that.
Some other machine. Yeah, but this guy is the dominant pitcher, one of the dominant pitchers, one of them, of the early 1900s for the Chicago Cubs. Had a 104 ERA in this season.
The lowest of anybody over 200 innings. That's a record. He's not the lowest of anybody over 100 or 300, but over 200 innings, 104 is the lowest ever.
Yeah.
Three Finger Brown. He matched up with Christy Mathewson, the superhero of the day, over 30 times and beat him about 2 out of 3. Yeah. He beat him more than Mathewson beat him.
Yeah, he's one of these early 1900s dead ball pitchers that are just super fun to use on these cards, just because they're all out almost, and they're just so good. And
here's what'll kill you. We base our respins on ERA plus, as we talked about in the previous episode with Lefty Grove. We base it on ERA plus. Mordecai Three Finger Brown has an ERA of 206 lifetime, and yet only gets 3 respins instead of 4, which is the max, because 206 at that time was only about 30 points above league average, 30%.
Yep.
And that's why.
All right. So that is our number 57, correct?
Number 57 going down to number 56.
All right, going right into 56, another Chicago dude from the same era.
By the way, that Cubs team was the first true baseball dynasty.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the Philadelphia Athletics were right in there too. The next pitcher from across town for the Chicago White Sox, and if you want to see some bolded numbers on his baseball reference page, look up Ed Walsh, everybody.
Yes.
Now, not only is he the lifetime ERA champion, and I don't think anybody's going to ever get close to this guy, right? He's also the lifetime fielding independent pitching leader.
Which means balls that were in play were not hit that hard.
Well, so it's your effectiveness of preventing home runs, walks, hit by pitches, and causing strikeouts.
And Ed Walsh is the guy. He's one of the
top
few guys,
he's the top of all time.
He's one of the few pitching cards that we make from the dead ball era that actually has a strikeout on it. He does strike out batters. I think he's averaging 5.1, 5.3 K per 9. Back in that day, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, but this dude had 2 seasons where he threw over 400 innings.
His signature season though is 1908.
Yeah.
What did he win? 40 games? 45?
Here's a guy that wins 40 ball games. His WAR is 10.3. Now think about this: that we had Lefty Grove on our previous list, who had an 11.4 season.
I think it was,
and he didn't even have 40. He didn't have 40 wins. How do you have 40 wins? Start 66 games, start 49 games, complete 42 of them.
Complete games, 42
11 shutouts, 6 saves.
Yes.
How is your WAR only 10.3?
And the team wasn't very good in 1908. The White Sox.
Yeah.
The Tigers were the dynasty of the American League at that time. They were and Walsh is the spitball guy, threw nothing but grease ball, spitball, licorice balls. The guy was, but he's just fantastic.
Completely burned out though by the age of 32.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
But he got a grand total of 195 wins, only lost 126. How did you lose 126 games with a 182 ERA?
You play for the Hitless Wonders.
Hitless Wonders.
The Chicago White Sox of the 1900s.
What a ball club. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Ed Walsh, now that's a card that if you ever are in an open draft league and you got unlimited points, Ed Walsh is going to be one of your top choices, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to get there. We go now to number 55. And this is one that you and I talked about at length. I thought that it wasn't deserving, and then you talked me into it.
Yeah, this guy is going to go down as well. He's a moderate. He just recently retired a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. We
Started
have
with Florida Marlins.
started with the Marlins and then finished out with the Tigers. We're talking about the Venezuelan Miguel Cabrera.
Yes, Hall of Fame eligible in 1 year, 2 years.
I don't know, probably 2 or 3, but like he's going to get at least 80% of the vote. At least I would say maybe 85% of the vote. Like, how do you not vote Miguel Cabrera in? Now, the last few seasons of his career, he just kind of hung on there. Like once he turned 34, he was kind of done. But he started at the age of 20. So for 15 years, this guy was just top tier hitter. The last Triple Crown winner he can now claim for himself. He was the last Triple Crown winner at this point.
That was during Mike Trout's rookie year, I believe.
Yeah. Or maybe his second. I think it was his second year. It was Trout's second year.
Trout should have been the MVP, but Cabrera had the Triple Crown.
And you look back on the Cabrera stuff now, it's like Cabrera led the league in every huge stat, like not numbers wise, but soft stats like batting average, OBP, slugging, OPS plus, run batted plus. It's like he led them all, you know. So he was back-to-back MVP in 2012, 2013, World Series champion for the Marlins in 2003, his rookie campaign. I do and this guy he played third base decently.
Yes, he averages out as a 32 out of a 55.
Not the greatest, but he did play almost 700 ball games at third base, 1,200 around at first. Played some outfield the beginning part of his career. So yeah, I think Miguel Cabrera is right where he needs to be in the 50s range. He's
all right.
He's a solid batter, and
he is.
Yeah.
All right, so we move now from Miguel Cabrera to card number 54, and we are going to get some grief here.
What do you think they think should be higher or lower?
You know, people are going to call in and say this guy should be higher. This guy should be higher. Some people say he's the greatest second baseman of all time. We're talking about little Joe Morgan of the Big Red Machine. His card's good. He comes in at number 54. He's a good second baseman, a little bit above average, steals bases at a phenomenal rate, hits 270, but an on-base percentage off the chart.
I will say this.
6.2.
I think he's a player that suffers from peak obscuring peak, where his peak was just so crazy that people think that's who he was this whole career, right? So you look at Joe Morgan from 1971 until 1977, those 7 years. He is averaging, good God, let me put it on there. He is averaging 9.1 WAR.
And he's averaging probably 25 homers, 60 stolen bases too.
Yeah, so 60 stolen bases, 20 home runs, 5 triples, 28 doubles or so. Yeah, so Joe Morgan's peak is just one of the best peaks of all time.
And he was the corner turner for the Big Red Machine. When he came over in 71 and 72, they were highly favored to win the World Series. They got beaten 7 by the A's. Morgan, though, was the glue of that. He was the man of that team.
Yeah, I just think once 1980 hit, it's just kind of like he was good. I mean, but he wasn't peak Joe Morgan again, you know.
No, but he did play on one other World Championship team, did he not? 1980?
No, he was on the Astros in 80.
Was he on the Astros? Okay.
He went to the World Series with the Phillies in 83.
83 went to, didn't win. That was the Joe Carter World Series.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that 1975, 1976 Joe Morgan.
Unbelievable. He drove in the winning run in
1975. Honestly, once he joined the Reds, he just became the best second baseman. Like, if you look at the 72 to 76 campaigns for Joe Morgan, it's just off the charts.
Agree.
Yeah.
And Joe Morgan was just the glue, and he was the Big Red Machine, the man that made the final piece to the puzzle. But you're going to complain out there that he's 54. You're going to say he should be the best second baseman of all time. He's 54,
I think there's at least 2 guys better.
I think he's right where he needs to be.
Yeah.
Now let's go to card number 53, player number 53. Again, we're going to create a little bit of stink on this one.
Actually, I think the stink's going to be weird because some people are going to be like, why is he even on this list?
That's what I'm talking about. People are going to say that.
But the ones that don't think that are going to be like, wow, you have this guy way too low.
Yes. What is it? 8 Cy Youngs,
7
7 Cy Young.
and an MVP.
Who we're talking about, the player number 53 is a starting pitcher, 7 innings with 4 respins. His name is Roger the Rocket Clemens. And 354 wins, lifetime ERA of 3.12. The guy is he's a beast, man. 20 strikeouts in a game twice.
You know, he was really the best with his Boston and Blue Jays careers.
The Blue Jays is when the speculation starts about him doing steroids.
But when he was with the Yankees, he's good, but he's nowhere near what he was with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Even when he was with the Astros, he was awesome. But with the Yankees, he won his championships. But honestly, like, his numbers for the Yankees were not great.
When he was with the Astros, I want to say he probably put in his best season ever. With that season, he won 19 games, I think.
2004, yeah.
Wasn't it like 19-2 or something?
18-4.
18-4. Just an unbelievable season with the Astros. And the Rocket, man, you got to put him in there. I think he's got to be there.
I think he's there. I think with the whole steroid usage thing, I think some of this is muddy, so it's like, I don't buy him being as great as some people place him to be. He had some high highs and he had some kind of low lows. So, I mean, is one of the greatest right-handed pitchers of all time? Yes. Are there other people out that are better? Yes. Look, we put him ahead of
Three Finger Brown.
Three Finger Brown and Ed
Ed
Walsh.
Walsh. Yeah.
I honestly, I think Ed Walsh and Three Finger Brown probably, I think that they're probably better, but he just played longer.
Here's another thing about Clemens too. The greatest pitch that he ever made was a top of a bat throwing it at Mike Piazza. That was something to see right there. When Piazza snapped the bat in half and Clemens picked up the bat and threw it at him. Yeah. Best pitch he ever threw. That was great. Well, we're going to player number 52, and this one.
Roid rage is a thing. So
yeah, it is. We're going to get some controversy on this one, especially from you folks over there by the river. Yeah. Number 52, a 251 win pitcher, ERA of 291 lifetime, batting average against 220. Game 7. Who do you want on the mound in the World Series in Game 7? How about a guy that made 3 complete games in a Game 7? And I'm talking about Bob Gibson.
I think he's accurate. I like how we have him above Roger Clemens.
I do too.
But I think this is an accurate spot for Bob Gibson.
Well, he's got to be there. He's got to be in the top 100. There's no doubt about that. One thing that I like about the story about Bob Gibson was McCarver would tell the batters if Gibson buzzed him, brushed him back, the guy won the Golden Gloves, right? He was a Golden Gloves boxing champion. So nobody ever went out and charged the mound on Gibson because he beat you to death.
Still one of the greatest seasons of all time in 1968.
Now, there's the record. We were talking about Three Finger Brown, wasn't it, earlier this episode, I do believe, when we said that Mordecai Brown
104
at the 104, and that was after 200 innings. Gibson had a 1.12, and he had 300 innings pitched.
Yeah.
That's the greatest ever.
Bob Gibson from 1968 to 1970 is untouchable.
All right, let me ask you this, Gentrove, and you got to give me a good answer. 1968, Gibson comes up with a 1.12 ERA for the Cardinals that are in the World Series. How did he lose 9 games?
Cardinals weren't a good run-scoring team.
How did this guy lose?
Actually, most teams in that era weren't great run-scoring teams. So
the next year they lowered the mound and they say it's all due to Bob Gibson. What a pitcher!
That's why he makes our top 100, man.
Comes in at number 52, and now we move to player number 51.
All right, none other than the Iron Man himself, Cal Ripken Jr. Just misses the top 50.
He does, and is he? And I love what he said when he was interviewed after he breaks the record, and they all calm down, and they play the ball game, and it's over, and he goes, I'm just kind of stunned that you award me for coming to work every day. He's just that matter of fact and that humble about it. I just show up for my job. It's my job. I go to work every day.
That's the trained answer.
Okay,
That's
but it's
that's what his agent tells him to say, right?
that might be. They have Cal Ripken World Series now with age 12 and under,
Yep.
and Cal Ripken sponsors and is in charge of that league by name.
Two-time MVP, Rookie of the Year, won a World Series, played in 2,600 plus consecutive ball games. I think the number's 2632, right?
I'm thinking something like that. I know it's
Average for a
2,600
guy
plus.
that played that many ball games and averages a 5.2 WAR. That's insane. Now, from 31 to 40 years old, though, his bat is not that great. He had one season left in '99, but he's a slightly below average hitter. Like once he turns 30, but in his 20s, man, he was top notch. Top notch. I mean, like he was a role model for Jeter, for Garcia Parra, for A-Rod. Like he was the big shortstop because shortstops were typically the smaller guys, right? So
So,
like Cal Ripken became that big shortstop dude. And
there it
his
was.
he won MVP in 1983, but I think if you look at his 1991 season, he had an 11.5 WAR that year,
Outstanding.
368 total bases.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good ball player. He was in one team, played for one team. All right, now we're going into the elite area right here.
all right, we're breaking top 50.
Top 50 right now, and card number and player number 50. Starting our top 50, Tom Terrific, Tom Seaver.
I think this guy is super accurately placed. I love Tom Seaver being at number 50 and longevity. I put him. I'm glad he's ahead of Clemens because I think he deserves it because he doesn't have the steroid allegation stuff. But the pitcher of the 1970s is definitely Tom Seaver.
Love Tom Seaver. Pitched a no-hitter in his career. He pitched one no-hitter, and he didn't do it for the Mets. He pitched it while he was on the Cincinnati Reds.
I bet you love that, don't you?
I do love that stat. I like to rub that in Gabe's face right there.
Yeah. No.
Gabe's still mad about that. He's still mad that they didn't keep him.
3 Cy Youngs, Rookie of the Year, World Series champion.
Never won a World Series game. Never won a World Series game.
5.5 WAR, over 106 WAR for his career. Come on, this guy is just off the chain good.
Oh, up until Mariano and the newest guys, Mariano and Jeter and them, were elected to the Hall of Fame, Tom Seaver had the highest vote tally percentage-wise for years and years and years, like 97. Wow. He's everybody liked Tom Terrific. Yeah. All right, we go to card number 49. This is the last one.
All right.
Of
finishing
the fifth inning, right
finishing
here.
Off the fifth inning here, we got
the big unit.
Randy Johnson, man, led the league in strikeouts 9 times.
Yes, indeed. 2 Cy Youngs?
2, 3, 4 Cy Youngs in a
row.
Sorry. 5 Cy Youngs, 4 in a row.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind being corrected on those kind of stats. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool because I'm looking at the cards. You're looking at the numbers. We make a good team.
Now, Randy Johnson is a great example of guy comes up around, spent some time in the minors as a younger player, comes up at the age of 24. Okay. Comes up at the age of 24, struggles with his control mightily. We know this guy has major heater power. Just struggling with the Expos a little bit, gets traded to Seattle, and then he becomes a good starter, but his walk total is just super high. So he's just kind of looked upon as this strikeout guy that doesn't have that great control. Now, when he starts getting his control, that's when he becomes the big unit that we all know and see as a Cy Young winner. Right around the 1993 season is when, or in his 29-year-old season, is when the big unit becomes the big unit, I think.
No, was he? And his card looks amazing. He looks evil on his card.
Now, his run with the Diamondbacks is just superb. Superb. Right? So from 1999 to 2002, those 4 years where he won the Cy Young in a row, 4 years in a row, just crazy good. I love
and it's legendary, the relief appearance after the full complete game in Game 7 of the 2003, 2000 whatever the one, the
2001
where they beat the Yankees. That's a legendary pitching performance of all times, and it really was the big.
I kind of wanted Randy Johnson to be a little bit higher, but I think I don't know. He at the beginning of the career, kind of he was not the best. Kind of had like a little Nolan Ryan effect going on. I think maybe some other pitchers that struggle out the gate, but then just become legends. I think that's what Randy Johnson is, and
now he's a photographer.
Yeah, but he breaks our top 50. He breaks our top 50.
He starts the downward spiral here. We're at number 49, and that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Dirty Dozens. This is the 5th inning. Like and subscribe to what we do, and next time is going to be the 4th inning. We're over halfway through the game.
We got the 6th inning, man. 6th inning. 6 comes after 5.
I'm saying the 6th inning. My bad. we got 4 innings to go, is what I was trying to say.
Hey, just for the viewers to know, we record a whole bunch of these in a row, and so like we get a little fatigue every now and then. So hey, that's what we have.
And hey, we recommend that you subscribe and leave comments. Put your name in there, so we'll mention you out there. We'll be happy to do that. These sets are available right now. You can purchase these sets. They're only $6 for the sets. And you can check it out on our Facebook page at Star Power Baseball. And email us, however you do. You'll find that information on the Star Power Baseball Facebook group. We're glad to have you again. Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Dirty Dozen.